Welcome to Community Connections. I'm Kathy Millett. If you've overspent during the holidays and need to get your finances back on track, Anthony Green, financial specialist, is here to help us out. Military Saves is a month-long campaign on Okinawa in February, and we're going to talk about how you can commit to save. Hi, Anthony.
Hello.
Hi.
Kathy.
Now, tell me about Military Saves.
Military Saves is a campaign. The week specifically runs from the 22nd to the 28th of February, 27th of February. And our goal for this year is to stamp it with the idea of making savings automatic. Many times we pay our bills by saying, pay this bill on this date. Rather than just pay the bill on this date, we should say, pay me, make my savings first, pay yourselves first.
Okay.
And then, generally speaking, 10% is the ideal number. But we want to exceed that because the future really is coming fast. So the more we save now, the more we'll have later on.
Okay, so pay yourself first.
Pay
And we
yourself
were
first.
talking earlier about kids and how you save for the future, you're saving for your kids' future and everything, but you're saying you need to take care of yourself first and think of the kids later.
Absolutely. So using a concept, let's say if you had a boat and you're busy plugging your kids' boat so their boat will float, but then you drown. So we need to put money aside for ourselves first. In other words, if I had a child that wants to go to college and I put all my money into their college fund and then retire, who's going to pay for my retirement?
Right.
So now I'm borrowing from my children. So we teach it in reverse. We should put our money aside for ourselves first and then for the children.
Okay.
So I think what I said is that you can borrow money for your children's education.
But you can't borrow for your retirement.
For your retirement, exactly.
Okay, that's
Exactly.
really good. That's a really different way of thinking. I think most people think the other way around.
Sure, they do.
Okay, so Military Saves, how are people committing to save?
Okay, so ideally you have all these tools. Most people in the military have this thing called the TSP. That's one juncture. But you also have personal savings. If you're going to go on vacation, prepare for it, plan for it for the entire year. So rather than using your credit card to spend $2, $3, $4 to $10,000, you could actually take that money and divide it by 12 or divide it by 24 or 36 and plan for that vacation, plan for that thing, that goal, that opportunity, and be ready for it. The truth of the matter is that many people are leaving Okinawa after being here, whether they're leaving the military, they're retiring, whether they're transitioning or PCSing. They're not ready financially. And it's not because they can't be ready, it's because they're focusing on the wrong things. So our goal for Military Saves is to tighten your focus, prepare your future, and own it.
Okay, and to do that, where do they go to sign up to make their pledge?
Okay, so there's a website. It is militarysaves.org. Anyone can sign up for this website on their own. Now, if we do classes, so we do a class called the Money Management Workshop. That is a very, very rudimentary class. It's simple, but that is the very foundation of it. The problem is that most people feel very comfortable talking about, I know how to manage my money. However, most do not realize that the return they're getting, even in a simple checking account, it is not enough to produce enough income.
Right.
If the average rate of inflation is 3%, and our checking accounts produce a 0.05, it would take 1,400 years before that money will actually double or compound.
Gosh.
And in 1,440 years, I mean, I won't be around. So making the right decision, putting the money in the right place is very important. So the Money Management Workshop is one of the classes we use to actually identify the importance of putting your money in the right vehicle to achieve the right end goal.
And you have a lot of resources out there. There's many, many classes and services you provide. What are some of the other classes?
We have initially the Money Management Workshop, that's the foundation. Then we have a class called the TSP. Also, it's the 401k and the IRS code 401k, or the 403b if you're in a nonprofit organization. So those are classes for the long haul. You retire at age 59 and a half, that's when you can withdraw from that account. But then we have a class for the credit score and credit reporting. Oh, great, I'm glad you asked the question. So if a person were to sign up for Military Saves, commit to savings, and it's not about giving your money to anyone else, it's about planning for that individual. Then the FINRA will actually allow them, send them a personal code where they can pull their credit report up for free.
Awesome. How much is that normally?
$19.99.
So you're saving $20 by signing up.
Now the beauty of it is that because they can see their credit report and credit score, they can better prepare themselves.
Then they're aware.
Absolutely. So many people are overlooking the simple fact that when you leave this island, you're going to buy a car.
Yeah.
You're going to buy a house.
And that credit report is really going to affect you.
Absolutely.
You should know ahead of time so you can try to fix it.
Sure.
Yeah.
So on that, on the actual credit report, it shows the score as well as the report itself. Now there's a website called the annualcreditreport.com that allows you to see your report, and that is by law. But it will not show you your score.
Okay.
So this is an opportunity to get a free score, and it will not count against a person's credit report at all. So it's a very positive thing.
Okay. What are some things that can affect your credit score?
Oh my gosh.
Credit cards, loans, anything?
The biggest thing is making your payments on time.
Okay.
That is the largest segment that impacts the greatest number of people.
Okay.
It's just simply not paying your bills on time or paying them on time. So if a person were to pay their bills on time constantly, then you get the greatest, I think it's 35% of your credit score comes from that alone. So with that in mind, just pay your bills on time. If you make a bill, pay the bill. And if perchance, in 1 year's time, if a person has a credit report that a credit payment that was missed, oftentimes if you call them within 30 days before they report it to the agency, it can go away.
Oh, okay. Good, good. What about Command Financial Specialists?
Wow, that's a great program. Originally started back in 1990 by the Navy, Hoorah Navy. It's a great program though. So the Navy took the lead on looking at financial disciplines, basic stuff, because most of us are literally at the basic level. So it's a 40-hour class that is required, that if the command wants someone to represent or have someone when they're forward deployed to be a part of the program, the CFS, they work directly for the CO, the commanding officer. The Marine Corps has a new Marine Corps order that came out February, I believe it was, and it's the Marine Corps Order 1700.37, and it says that there will be one CFS per 300 people in 2015, 150 in 2016, and 75 in 2017.
Okay, they really want to get everyone's finances in order.
Serious about it.
Okay,
yes.
so you recommend that people go and have a chat with them to get everything squared away? Okay.
And I think that what happens is because we work with money so much that we feel like we understand it, but the reality is that most of us will not retire wealthy.
Right.
And it's a choice. It's not, we actually, and I use this term lightly, we actually behave ourselves into poverty or not being wealthy. So the reality is that our food is taken care of by the government. Our housing is taken care of by the government.
So
our
we've
water,
got all this extra money.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's free money.
Exactly. It's free. Exactly right.
Free health care, yeah, you know.
Gotta love it.
Yeah.
Gotta love it. So
okay, so you recommend everyone visit the website and sign up and make a pledge to commit to save and pay themselves first.
Absolutely.
Okay, and what is the website again?
It is militarysaves.org.
Okay.
So here it is. So this is what we're going to do this year. This year, we're going to be in classrooms, in students' class. We're going to meet the kids, talk to them, show them techniques to use. We're going to be possibly at the community center. We're going to be all over the place. So engage us, and we ask that all of you all come out and talk with us and ask us questions. If you don't know the answer, chances are between John Descascas, Gene DeFrez, and Anthony Green, we have the answer. If we don't have it, we'll get it to you.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. And if someone wants to give you a call and talk to you, where can they reach you?
The main number is 645-2104 or 06.
Great.
Now, each camp does have its own phone number, but that is the main number. They can always dispatch you out to any of those other camps.
Great. Well, thank you so much. Valuable information. And once again, for more information about Military Saves, be sure to check out our website at mccsokinawa.com.